bus took a very long time. By the time we got there, everyone was ready to get out, go and do the road course. But before that, we had to all go and talk about safety. So, as you can see here, I wasn't paying too much attention, but in the end I started to. So, we all paid attention in the end, and we all put on our harnesses and listened to the man, and went and started and had a few tries and stuff like that. Then we went up, and everybody did it with no complaints at all. Everybody got to the end. My favourite part was on the zip line. My least favourite part was coming down when you had to unclip all the clips, put them back on, and oi oi oi. Now are you ready? Because here comes my favourite thing. This is the wall we all climbed. Well, not all of us, because it was the hardest bit. I went to the top. This is one of my friends going up. He stopped halfway, but it was his first time, so he did very well. So my other friends got to the top. Zach, when my other friends went all the way up and all the way down, same as me, and no one had time to take a picture of us. So this is why I don't have a picture of me. But the climbing was really fun. We all had harnesses, like is the picture for, and we all listened to and had a few bits, like going up a few steps and seeing how you come down and everything, but in the end everyone got to the top of a wall and came back down. The zoo wasn't too fun because there was a lot of fog and stuff, and as you can see here, this owl didn't really like the rain, and also it was a bit damp, but still, this owl looked pretty good, is all I can say. And I think luckily it was undercover, so it didn't have too much rain in it, but I don't think it had enough space because they weren't flying around. They were like looked a bit boring. And this is 7 of the boys in Miss Hugo's class, and one of them was me. We were building a house. It was like for snails and water boatmen, and it had a pool and it had shelter and beds and stuff, and it looked pretty good, I have to say. We built a nice bridge for it over the water and a palm tree, and there was quite a lot of us. There was 7 of us building it. We called it the bug house. This is before we went on the next hike. Miss Hugo took pictures of all the boys and all the girls, and then all of us together. This is the Glacier Museum. Actually, it was Jean-Pierre Faraday's house, who studied glaciers for over 60 years. He was also a very famous town because he was in charge of all salt, and when people needed some, he came to it and brought it. He had kept it all in like this log thing. I learned a lot of interesting facts, except for the writing at the end was not too much fun, as you can see. That helped us all to get on our harnesses. Here we were respecting animals by being quiet and going around without making noise or waking them up. Nature house, build houses. On the nature house, we built a house. It was quite a good house. It had a swimming pool and a diving board, and it was for snails and water boatmen, and maybe a rat could live there. Free time. Lots of the boys played football, and some of the girls joined in. A lot of teachers and counselors joined in, as you can see here. It was Miss Hugo's class against the rest, but they were sort of mixed up. Our team won 3-1 in the end, and it was really fun. I scored a goal, but one day I went away because I felt like playing ping pong for a bit. It was a very sunny day, and only 2 girls joined in. Mr. Yu and Miss Hugo and one counselor played. It was really, really fun, and I think everyone who played enjoyed it. There was a lot of corners and the goals were quite small, but yeah, it was quite hard to score one in the goal because they were so small. We always lost we had finished, there was loads of mess and paint everywhere. So we had to clean up, and it took like maybe a minute to clean up, and then we had a bit of free time before we came down. We had like a movie sort of thing, like a presentation from this guy, and the presentation was about, because he went on an island with nobody living there for 300 days, and that was really, really fun and exciting. And there's something they checked. We had to look for things. It was sort of like a treasure hunt, except for there was no knowing where they were. They hadn't been put there. They were just like sort of been put there by nature. And after that, we had to make say like a pattern, or like we could make like an art thing. And there was this, because there was someone around who came and checked and took pictures and said like, yeah, we got everything, or no, we missed out this. And so we were just playing around, and then once it was like a wrestling thing, and there was one counselor, like our counselor, told us how to do it, and then another counselor joined in, and he had like Bernard, the counselor just pushed over Bernard. His name was Raphael Rosenberg, and he pushed over Bernard, and then I pushed him over. It was really, really fun and exciting. There was a lot. You always like were falling over. It was like if you fall, you're on your like only on your feet, and you have to like always walk like that. And if you fall over, if any other like your arms or your back touches the floor, then you're out. We had like rounds, and then everyone just started playing, everyone against everyone, and then all the boys started to attack the teachers.